What the heck you mean, dude? Hello, Vicky. For some reason, this won't let me go. Landscape is telling me rotate device. I must have hit something on my settings. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. What the heck? Don't do this to me right now. Okay, Running Bear. Well, I came on here to see if I could maybe help you out, because if you're on the island in Ohio, I'm interested in that. I'm not sure what it was you was trying to do. Huh. Well, I got my phone's messed up. It won't rotate. Yeah, Running Bear. It takes a minute to get used to it. My first couple was pretty disastrous. I'm looking on here. I don't know if you was trying to share pictures or what, but I don't see any setting to do that on here. I mean, you could do the live from inside and maybe show the pictures from your phone. Like, just point your phone at the laptop. Why won't this thing rotate? Auto rotate, yes. Not sure what's going on with it. There it goes. Hot dog, I fixed it, I think. And now all the messages are... I don't know what's going off mine either. So you all can't hear me? Yeah, you just hit the live setting. Whenever you hit that and it says you go live, then you're live. So whatever you're doing will be live. And after you end the live stream, you can either save it or get rid of it, whichever you prefer. Actually, I just found this on here too, but I guess it only works like in one direction. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can show the pictures, but you'd have to point it at your, get the pictures up on your laptop and point it at your laptop. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's my laptop. You'd have to point it at your laptop. I don't have mine out here tonight. Oh, there's wood on there. It just ain't caught yet. There's plenty of wood on there. It'll flare up here in a minute. Yeah, you'll need a Wi-Fi signal for, well, I do. I mean, I don't know how much your phone will lag if you don't have much of a mobile signal. But if you've got a Wi-Fi signal, then you should be all right. I'm not sure where are you staying at? Are you on the island? Bailey's fine. She's got my deer head and took it off somewhere. I can't find it. I got home from hunting tonight. Yeah, my sinuses are still acting up, but I ain't got the coffee more and that itch in my throat and the headache's gone. I feel a lot better. I just got that phlegm and runny nose now. I actually like this better. I know it's probably not going to come up as good on your all screen. Of course, it's dark out and really don't matter, but I can see more of the comments and actually stay on here. I don't know, Running Bear. I mean, if you got a signal on your phone, and I'm not sure if you're using Wi-Fi for your laptop and your phone, you should be able to run them both together. That's what I'm saying. You'll just have to point your phone, use your phone as the camera, and your laptop, you can have the pictures on it and just point your laptop there, or point your phone at your laptop. Sorry, I'm reading everybody else's. Yeah, it's probably, I don't know, upper 30s here now. But Running Bear is at the, what is it, the lake somewhere in Ohio? Yeah, it's 40 here now. I mean, I don't know what to tell you then. I don't think you can actually share it. I mean, you could make a video, but it won't be live. I don't see any settings on here, and you know, I'm sure there's a way to do it. Probably off your laptop. I've seen other people do it like that, but I ain't got that figured out. Yeah, what lake is it, Running Bear? Can you tell us that? I'm pretty interested in it. If you're down there and you got well, I mean, don't do nothing to get in trouble for sure. Especially if you're that close to retirement. It's a reservoir, but I mean, isn't it like a big lake? We're vocal in the cold. Well, excuse me. I went back up to my stand today, and I got all this on video. And I tried to actually go live from up there because it was amazing how much they had done since the last time I was up there, not even a week ago. But they've extended their kill box going down that ridge line. And being a big old tree right over top of the trail. So yeah, I kind of hope it does snow here. I'd like to go out and look for a tracks unit. I did it last year whenever it snowed. But we didn't get too much snow last year. I don't know anything about Wi-Fi hotspots. I'm not even sure what that is. I thought that was something like at a gas station or whatever, coffee place. That's true, Nana. But you know what? I mean, if this stuff's going on, the government knows about it, then I think they should tell us. We're all adults here. Some of us even act like it. I wouldn't do nothing to get yourself in trouble. I mean, if you got private pictures, that would be a different thing, I suppose. Yeah, I checked. I was trying to get my internet service through Verizon, but they don't carry it down here. I'm stuck with the soup bean internet down here. Run Bear, if you're digging up a booger grave, yeah, try to get a couple private pics. I mean, you could always make a slideshow video or something whenever you get home. Yeah, soup bean cable. That's just a joke we have down here. I mean, we don't have, you got different people that provide internet and such, and ain't none of them very good. And my uncle, the guy that had his, I think, cable TV or whatever, his nickname was Soup Bean. That's what we call it, Soup Bean Table. Or Soup Bean Internet, I guess now. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't stand when people post these videos of supposed booger graves. I mean, right there's the evidence. Dig it up. Alright? Just dig that stuff up, man. If you're so sure that that's a Sasquatch grave, and I'm not talking about you, Run Bear, but there's a couple people out there that's got videos claiming that they've got Bigfoot graves. Dig that up. Prove it. I would. If I ever come across the grave, I'm digging it up. Yeah, like right now, I ain't even got the first bar here at the house. If I walk down to the driveway, I get a couple. But I mean, I don't know. I can't ask you, Running Bear, to do something that would put your job in jeopardy. Because, me personally, I would probably try to snap a couple shots of it without nobody knowing. Try to be sneaky about it or whatever, and just to have them for whenever I did retire or whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you come across a grave, dig that up. Show us. I mean, yeah, you might. I mean, I guarantee you'll have a clan watching you. But what I would do is I would go back and I would get, a couple buddies with a couple rifles to come up there. I would grab me a shovel and we would go up there and dig it up. And, the worst that can happen is a clan get mad at us and kill us all. But I would have to try it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I was so sure that it was a booger grave, I would have to poke around in that sucker until I figured it out. Well, why don't he dig it up? Dig it up. If he's coming across them, dig them up. I mean, you want proof, you want evidence, I can go out and say that, I found a booger dining room and I found, a booger cemetery and all that. I mean, if you're going to make claims like that, then you ought to try to prove it. I would. Bailey, are you still itching, you turd? Number one, and I mean, I'm not saying that, anybody's a liar that says that they're graves, but that's a bold claim, number one, to say that Bigfoots make graves. All right. And then number two, if you come across one and you're so sure it's a booger grave, dig that sucker up. Let's see it. I don't think they have graves. I mean, I really don't. Until somebody can prove me wrong, or if I can find one. I mean, I don't. That shows highly intelligent, like a civilization type deal. Yeah, dig it up. Don't make claims like that. Just dig it up. And Rent a Bear, if you're with the government and you're gonna, if you all find them, I mean, I can understand your situation. I totally can. But I'm saying as an independent person, and I walk out there and I find a suspect mound with branches or whatever piled all over it. Yeah, I'm poking around in that. No, I don't need ground penetrating radar. I've got a shovel and I know how to use it. Yeah, I'm digging that sucker up. If I come across a grave, I am digging it up. Oh, I'm not saying I've never found a grave. I mean, there's things out there that do look like graves. You could have a tree that uproots and the tree rots away, but you still got a mound of dirt there. Or you could have had dozer work or something done once before. And the dozer, even their tracks turned around or whatever, could leave a pile of dirt. I've never read that book, Vicky. I would like to read it, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but from what I've heard, it sounds like a lot of fiction. I mean, was it supposed to be a true story, or? How would they mark a grave? I mean, I I would think they would do it like, you know, maybe like we did back in the primitive days. Who knows? I mean, maybe they would just pile branches or rocks on it. And, you know, that, I mean, you get poking around out in the dirt without a good tool, and it's a lot of work to dig a grave, even if you have good tools. But a lot of natives used to just pile rocks and stuff on their dead. Cowboys packed around shovels too. I mean, I'm taking your word for it, Running Bear. But like anything else, I like to have proof of something. I've never known you to tell me a tall tale or anything. So I mean, all I can do is trust somebody till I can't, till they give me a reason not to. I mean, anything I come across whenever I'm out there, you know, I document. That's probably why I got freaking 500 some videos. But you never know. I mean, some of that might be important to the next guy. Who knows? Yeah, look how long it took them to make those mounds. And really, we don't know what kind of culture we was even dealing with then. To be honest with you, we don't even know if that's the Native Americans that done that. They found giants' remains in those mounds. Giants. I went out hunting today a little bit. I didn't hunt yesterday because I felt so bad. I went out today. I passed up on a 7-point. I guess I'll go ahead and tell that story too. So I was in my side-by-side driving up to my stand, and I was going to go sit on the big rocks. And that deer jumped up. And when he jumped up, he looked down the mountain. He looked back up at me, and he took off towards me. It was weird. And then he stopped, looked back behind him, and then takes off a different way. Like he did not want to run away from me, if that makes any sense. He didn't run straight away from me. He kind of paralleled me or whatever. Like he didn't want to go back down in that holler. I went up sat in the Booger shack, and I could hear something walking around, and I filmed a lot today. But I never did see anything. And you could just hear the footsteps so plain. It was weird. Yeah, I mean, we don't know we don't know a lot of the history of this world. I'll just put it like that. I mean, we know what they've told us, but the people that write the history is the people that won the war, so they're going to tell their side of it. And if they don't want people to know that there was giants here, and they don't want people to know that, maybe whoever, it came over here before whoever, I mean, we just don't know. Oh, see, I heard that voice. That's so weird, man. And I videoed a lot from up there today. Oh, that's Bailey over there. What if my deer head's over there? Little turd. I got home today, my deer head's gone. She took it out of the bucket I had it in. Bailey, what'd you do with my deer head? See, she takes stuff and she buries it. She's got that deer meat stashed everywhere. I've looked. Of course, it was about dark whenever I was looking. Look here, my Wi-Fi's reaching all the way out of here now. No, I'm not sure it was her. It's not around here. I haven't found it yet. You know, it would take an awful lot to bury that deer head. We'll look again in the daylight tomorrow. Like I said, it's getting dusk whenever I got done hunting today. No, I can't be sure it was her. The heck? Did y'all hear that? Something just hit that water. I think a rock just hit the water. Or is that something in the water? What is it? No, I'm getting back by the fire though. Oh, it's hard to keep up the comments on the phone. And I don't see any way to like type my comments on here. I know you was talking about that before, Running Bear. But I don't see any way to type comments. That's why I bring my laptop out usually, and I use it to write comments or whatever on there to read them. Absolutely, Chris. I like your comment. The United States government, they formed the Smithsonian. I just read about this the other day. Now I can't remember what it was formed for, but they found all kinds of artifacts, and they found all kinds of different stuff. And yeah, everybody did stop coming. But the government covers that stuff up. Now, to what end? I mean, I've got my own personal beliefs of why they do it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Snow White. But I've got my own personal beliefs of why they do it. And I'm just going to say it all boils down to good versus evil. There's going to be I don't know, I really don't feel like getting into all that. But absolutely, the Smithsonian came in and got all that stuff. And, you know, I've heard they dumped it all in the Atlantic, which I hope is not true. I hope they do have it stored away, but they dang sure don't have it out for the public to see. And like the giants they found in the Lovelock Caves, you know, that was in a museum. And all of a sudden they disappeared whenever people started finding out, hey, they got a, what was it, like a giant's head or something that had the domed head and all that. Yeah, the mound builders had mounds all the way up and down the Mississippi River. Up in Wisconsin, where my little brother lives at, they have the effigy mounds that you can still tell the shape. One of them was a panther, and then the other one was a bear, and it was cool to look at. What national park land? I think the national parks are there because of things like boogers. But yeah, cultures just build on top of each other. For some reason, they don't want people to know the real history of the whole world, basically. Where have you been, Bailey? Where have you been, big baby? Yeah, she's hiding. She probably went over to make sure I didn't find it. I'm gonna walk out that way too. I'm curious about how I moved that Wi-Fi upstairs. I looked all around the house a while ago. I'm hoping she didn't take it up on the road and some hunter will drive by tomorrow and grab it. Well, let me ask you this, Running Bear. How long before you do retire? That's pretty cool. My Wi-Fi's picking up all around. I have no idea where that deer head went. I'm kind of surprised she took it. Yes, she did take it. So I had it in that bucket right there. Got all that stuff piled up there. I'm going to haul all this off and clean on that. Been tough going with this sickness. Baby, did you get my deer head? Did you get my deer head? Huh? Yeah, Roosevelt did do a lot for the national parks and made a lot, and he even has a booger story. Oh, I'm a lot better than what I was. Yeah, I'd have to slip me a few personal pics out of that. That's why I was asking 20 what? I mean, maybe you answered me, I didn't see it. So in June you're retiring? I mean, I would absolutely have to to get me some private pics of something like that. Because if the government's out there, they're going to cover it up. What? I have no idea what everybody's talking about. The game warden told you it's okay to shoot what, sissy? And then Vicky's talking about booger pups. You're just being silly, Vicky. Hawks, yeah. Yeah, you've got every right to protect your stuff. Oh, I seen something else weird today. One of those, like gray, like the cranes or whatever. I seen one of those flying over my house today. I've never seen one of those up here. I wasn't sure what I was looking at first, but he took off from over at the creek. And that's another thing. I've got some wild ducks that's up there that stay at my pond, the wood ducks. Last year there was 2 of them. This year there's 4 of them up there. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I would like to see it running bear. But yeah, I've seen, a couple different people has posted that they found these graves or whatever. I just say, dig them up. Blue herrings, yep, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, there's the closest lake to me is probably 20 miles away. I just heard a pop. Not from the fire either. Up in front of my house. What in the heck was that? Can y'all hear that in the leaves? He found what? I mean, I know what he claims he found, but did he do a video of him digging it up and proving what he's claiming? So exactly. How do we know it's not just a uprooted tree that's rotted away, but the dirt's still there? Or the dozer had pushed some dirt up one time logging the area. Are you staying warm, Gray Cat? Oh, that's me walking. There's no wind out tonight, so the flag's not moving. I couldn't tell you what he said, man. I don't follow him. I don't know what the clanking sound was. I know my daggum door's open though. Oh, we got a booger in there. I didn't hear no clanking sound. Oh, that was a rock hitting the roof. Scream! Man, I hear something walking too. Oh, earlier, whenever I first got home, and I was talking to Snow White about this a while ago too, and I was going to go live then, but Running Bear was trying to go live. But I heard movement up on the hillside, which is, I had to go in and fix my dinner and everything. I'm sitting underneath this roof now so I don't get hit by something. Ooh. I won't find no Twinkies in my kitchen, Vicky. There might be a cupcake in there them boys left behind though. I've done away with the sweets. What the heck? I don't even know what that hit. Can y'all hear the footsteps? That was me, but listen now. Now I'll tap from behind me. They're on both sides again. I don't know if they're signaling each other or just having a good time watching me look back and forth like an idiot. Running Bear, I'm the last person you should ask for technical advice. My go-to gal is Snow White. That's what I want to do, Vicky. Because it seems like every time something happens, I'll walk in one direction and try to figure out what that noise was. There'll be another noise from a different direction. So, turn around and go try to figure out that noise. But I've sat here before and just ignored it. And that's where they would slap that outhouse and and just push trees down, all kinds of crazy stuff. It's like they keep doing more and more trying to get attention. Did y'all hear that walking? Oh, yeah. If that deer head comes soaring out of the woods, then I'm done for the night. See, I don't even have an idea what a VPN is. Did I ever fix the... I don't hear no clinking. I think I know what you're talking about now, man. Orange cat's eating Bailey's food. You're a big orange cat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna walk in. I'll lay the phone down out here. I gotta plug it in though. Soak the fire up and walk in. Oh man. Walk in and listen a bit. I think I ought to do a yell first. I'm going to turn the chat off too on this. Okay, I got the chat off, so I won't be able to see you all, but I just realized I could do that tonight. So maybe they won't see it on the screen. It'll flare up here in a minute. I'm going to walk in. Hang on, guys. I don't know why the screen's not rotating. Why did somebody tell me? Huh. Why is not my screen rotating? I don't want that. Is the screen rotating on your all's end? Here, I can back up on that. I'm not sure why it's not doing this. Never done this before. It's on auto rotate. I don't know. Maybe it's where I started it like this. It won't let me do it. I'll turn the chat back off. Alright, we'll make it. your ears. I'm getting something. That first one sounded kind of crazy. I'm gonna do another one. Watch your ears. Act like you've never seen a sideways fire before. Did it straighten up? Did something else happen? So now it's right. So my picture ain't rotating or whatever. I tell you what, I'm going to stop this live stream. I'm going to start another one. So it won't be so long. And I'm also going to try to fix my phone. So y'all come back now, you hear?